Hello, friends, and once again, welcome to BISP My name is Amit, and today I'm going to show it to you an interesting scenario in Oracle planning. So, I'm going to perform monthly maintenance, which is recurring activity using Oracle planning pipeline. So, this is the first example, so I make it simple. Three steps we are going to perform in this. Step one, first using pipeline as setup user variable, setup substitution variable value. Then step second, I am going to load new accounts on the fly. Then step three, I am going to load trial balance. And I want all these steps should be executed in one go. And finally, we validate the output. So I already created a pipeline, smart view where I'm going to validate the output. So let's get started. So first we check setting up a variable. That is my first task. Check the variable value, go to tools and variable. I'll set a variable for current year in the same fashion. You can set any number of variable. So I have a variable over here, current year. So I put over here name of variable current year and the value is FY24 or FY25. Okay. In this case, I kept it as a FY24. Step one, this is what I'm going to do it. Step two, I'm going to load new accounts. So I already have one new accounts file. If you look at this metadata file carefully, in this metadata file, I'm adding new accounts. Look at this carefully. So it has a parent account and child accounts. Under cache, I'm going to add these new cache accounts. Correct. Let's check this. So 1110, that's the name of my account. Under this account, I'm going to add new cache accounts. Right now, I don't have any cache accounts, but when I load the metadata, these new cache accounts to be added under cache. So parent is cache and these are different types of cache. The next activity I'm going to perform. After this, I'm going to load new trial balance data. So I have a data file over here. Okay. For these accounts, I'm going to load data. Okay. And to validate my data, I already created a smart view. So we would check before data load and after data load. Before data load, you see, I don't have any data into my application. It is empty. Once I perform data load, uh, then we test this output. So let's get started. First, I create a pipeline. Step one, setting up user variable value. Okay, so this is my output before data load. This is before data load. Correct. So I'm going to clear all data. And I have already have one data file here. I save this 16 July. This is already open. I think I've got one extra account, so I'm going to remove it. Find and replace this extra account I have. Perfect. Let's get started. So step one, go to data exchange, and create one pipeline. Data exchange. Under pipeline, we have data integration exchange and pipeline both. Go to pipeline. And I'm going to create one pipeline here. Give some name. I call this is monthly maintenance activities or job. And I save it. This pipeline, there are some variables which you can set. I'm keeping them default in first case, first scenario. And in this pipeline, it consists of various jobs. The first job, I would name it as initialization. So all variable declaration to be taken care over here, initialization. You can give any business meaningful name. Okay. So, I mean, variable setup, even it fails, would you like to continue to the next step or not? What would you like to take? What action you like to take if it fails? Do you like to stop or do you like to continue? I'm going to make it continue. If it is fail, I like to stop over here. If this process fail. So here you set up all user variable, substitution variable, sorry. So my first substitution variable name is, this is called setting up substitution variable. This is a type of job. And name of my variable is current year. Okay. And this is plan one. Name of your variable, which I saved over here, current year. And the value is FY24. So the moment I run this job, in the same fashion, you can declare multiple variable. For the sake of testing, I'm doing only for one substitution variable only, followed by setting up user variable. I like to load metadata. So I call metadata maintenance. Stage number second, metadata maintenance. And if it fails, I don't like to proceed further. So I stop over here. Okay, metadata maintenance. So under this, I'm going to perform first job called loading new accounts. Okay, give some name. So type of my job is import metadata, correct? And I don't have a job here. It means I need to create a job first. Okay. So before I proceed further, I'm going to create one job. Let's create one job. So application overview. I would upload this file, the metadata file, into my inbox and Outgo Explorer, same as we create job normally. So I'm going to upload this file. The metadata file, I already have it. Okay, this is my metadata file. Sort by timestamp. This is my file. And I saved over here as well. So I'm going to upload this file to my inbox and Outgo Explorer. That's my file. And I save the file name and file path over here, which you need a reference. The file already exists. So probably if you like to load it again, there's an option to overwrite the file. I'm not sure the one which was loaded previously is correct or not. So I prefer to overwrite the file. So I got metadata file for dimension file for metadata. I also need to load trial balance in the next example, next step. So upload that file as well. So I have a trial balance, sample trial balance over here. Okay. So let me load this as well. The path is over here, sort by timestamp. So search the file and load it. So I got one new accounts, metadata file, and I got one trial balance. Okay, both or data file. Okay. Sort by timestamp and double check. You see the files, the one, right? The two files we uploaded few minutes before, I can see them. Now I'm going to create two jobs, one for loading metadata and one for loading data. And then I invoke this job in a pipeline. Click on import. I'm going to import this file from my inbox. Correct. The moment I hit the inbox, save a job option appear. The name of my metadata file is this. Give the complete file name along with the extension, save as a job. So I follow job naming convention, job, type of job, import metadata, name of dimension, accounts. This is monthly recurring and error file as well. So I generally keep job file and error file name is same. I just append job and error respectively. So my first job got created. Okay. Similarly, I create another job. You can see the job over here. Now you can invoke this job or you can schedule it. It's up to you. Second, I'm going to create another job for data load, right? So I go over here. Once again, import data. This time it is import data. Point your data file. So I'm going to load from my inbox. My data file name is this. Keep all option default and save as a job. For job also, I use the same naming convention. Job, this job name is data load, and this is trial balance, monthly recurring activity. Job file and error file name is same. Just we append job and error respectively. So I got job and error file both. Correct. I got two job now, one for metadata and one for data load. Correct. Now I'm going to invoke this job through my pipeline. Okay. So go back to your pipeline, the one we created few minutes before. Go to pipeline details and edit the pipeline. Second activity was import metadata. I change the name. Import account dimension, cash accounts, right? And cash accounts, and type of job is, look at this job, automatically appear in drop down. Job metadata, monthly, metadata account, monthly recurring. Okay. And you would like to refresh this cube. I don't want to refresh it now. You want to display the error file. Error file name you already mentioned. The same I'm going to mention over here. Error file. Save it. So I made it only one metadata load. The same fashion you can use multiple metadata load. Account, entity, product, customer, and so on. I'm going to create next job. This is called import data. Import data. Okay. Give some name, import data. And if it fails, would you like to continue? I like to stop here if it is failed. Under this, first I'm loading a trial balance or a data file. Okay. What is the nature of job? See, I don't have an import data option over here. I have import metadata, but not data. In this case, I run EPM job. This is called EPM platform job, correct? And give a job name over here, import data. Job type, all the various job types given over here. Select import data. Do you see that? And give a job name, the one we created few minutes before. This is my job name, right? Hit the save button. That's it. Your job got created. So now you're through three-step pipeline. One step, initialize variable. Second step, import metadata. Third step, import data. Save it. Okay. Now, recommended before you run this job, you can take a screenshot of your variable value, a metadata file, and your data file. Okay. For data file, I already created a smart view. So I can check the data got loaded. For metadata, you can take a screenshot of the dimension. Right now, I don't have a new cache accounts. Once I run it, I would have new cache accounts. So before loading metadata, my cache account is empty. Correct, take a screenshot of it. Cache account is empty. Probably you can put a label over here, before running, after running. Oh, I take a screenshot and put a alias close to this. Put a label over here, before running pipeline and after running pipeline. Pipeline execution. Ready? Fine. Now let's run the pipeline. I can explicitly invoke it. You can invoke through batch file, REST API. I mean, there are multiple ways. Up to you which method you like to do it. Data exchange. We'll run it and we test it. Execute. It will take few minutes. I would like to notify, send an email if it is successful, or rather it is failed. Right. I'm putting my email ID. So if it is failed or successful in both cases, I like to notify. It will take few minutes, maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute, subjective to the size of my data and metadata file or number of operation I'm performing. Keep on refreshing it. Job is going on. We should wait for a few seconds. Okay. So one way you can keep an eye on this. Alternatively, you can look at jobs. Under jobs also you can figure it out what is happening. So it appears a metadata and data both load successfully. See the green sign, the green checkbox. So my pipeline executed successfully. You see the green mark. The pipeline executed successfully. Look at the process detail. If you like to see more granular information, that's your process detail. You can download the log file and further debug it as well. Okay. So it means your pipeline executed successfully. Then I'm going to manually validate this. You see the green mark. The variable got set up, metadata got loaded, data got loaded. Now I'm going to check this, double check, manually check the account dimension. Do I have a new cache account? So previously we did not have it. Now we check. Do I have a new cache accounts? Yes, I got a new cache account. See this before and after load, isn't it? Just one, just one mouse click operation. I'll put it over here. Before pipeline execute and after, you can see the difference. Clearly, you can see the difference. You have new cache accounts. So this is executed successfully. After running pipeline. Now we check the data. We did not have the numbers before, right? Again, you can take a screenshot. This is your data file. Before loading pipeline, that's what you have. That's the data. Right now I'm going to run refresh my smart view. 2157 only we run. Yes, refresh. I got the data. Correct. You can manually validate if the data is correctly loaded, correct data or not. For the sake of smoke testing, you can do it. So I use couple of accounts. These are my data. 3 accounts we tested. 3 or 4 accounts. Loaded successfully or not. You see, I tested only for January month. Right? Numbers are matching. Well, that's quite difficult way to validate number. You can write a validation sheet, data validation sheet. So I just did a smoke testing and I found numbers are correct. 701044 numbers are correct, right? So that's it. That's the beauty of pipeline. What you run in bits and pieces, you can run all in one go and perform your monthly maintenance activity. There's a tiny and simple example, idea behind it, just to show you the power of using a pipeline. In our subsequent example, we see more advanced cases. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Should you have any question, please feel free to reach out to BISP Trainings and BISPsolutions.com.